Good morning, class. So I wanted to touch base with you and kind of go over a few of these problems together. That way you know that you're doing it correctly. So if we get started, you were assigned 13 through 28 all. Okay. So 13 through 22 says simplify the expression, write your answer using only positive exponents. Okay. So a couple things to remember. When working with negative exponents, you have to flip it, the reciprocal, and make the negative exponent a positive exponent. If it is a numerator, it needs to then be flipped to the denominator as a positive 7. If we look ahead, 19, we have a negative 7 as the denominator. We're going to flip this negative 7 as the numerator, positive 7, and this negative 3 as the denominator of positive 3. Okay, so jumping back up, if we look at number 13, okay, number 13 says x to the negative 7th power. So remember, we want to flip it because it has a negative, okay? So we're going to have 1 over x to the positive 7th power. And that would be my simplified expression. And that's kind of hard to read, so let's change the color. Okay, that one's done. Remember, anything the zero exponent, it is always equal to 1. Okay. If we jump ahead, let's try 18. Okay. So you have 10 to the 0 power, r to the negative 11th, and s over 3 squared. Okay. So 10 to the 0 power, well, that's 1. Okay. So that turns into a 1. R to the negative 11th, that is going to be moved down below. So the only thing left on top that I have is an S. Now, could I put the 1 before the S? I could, but you know that we don't need to write it. It's invisible, okay? So then remember, I want it in descending order. So we have 3 squared. Well, what is 3 squared? 3 times 3. So that's 9. So I'm going to put the 9 followed by the r to the 11th degree. And that would be, and this is an S, okay? This would be my simplified expression, okay? Let's do one more example down here in this section. It also says simplify the expression, write your answer using only positive exponents. So they're asking you to do the same thing. If we look at, let's do 24. Okay, so we have negative 6 to the 8th and negative 6 to the 5th. Okay, so because we have 8 to the 8th degree, okay, that means we're going to multiply it an even amount of times. So this negative will go away. Okay, so negative 6 to the 8th degree is 1,679,616 over negative 6 to the 5th is going to be a negative integer because you only have 5 that you're multiplying in, so it's going to be an odd amount. So that will equal negative 7,776, which is equal to, if I divide that, negative 216. Let me know if this video makes sense and leave me a comment.